Okay, I see your comments about how you want to know how to do this, and I, full disclosure, learned this from teens on TikTok, but I'll show you how I did mine. So with the new iOS update, essentially what you can do is create shortcuts for all of your existing apps, and when you create a shortcut using the Shortcuts app, which is this one here, these are all shortcuts. And so each of these shortcuts can be added to your home screen. And when you add something to your home screen, you can set an icon specifically for that button, right? So I could make, this doesn't fit my theme, but imagine I wanted to do that. That would work for me. That would create a icon with that image. That doesn't fit, so I'm going to take it off. But so if you want to do this for yourself, and you want to create your own icons, let's do that part first. If you want to create your own icons, what you're going to do is go to your shortcuts. It'll open you up to this. You may have to download this app if you don't have it on your iPhone. And so you'll create a new shortcut up here at the top, just this plus button, add action, and then you can just search for open, an open app, and then you'll just choose whatever app you want to make an icon for. Let's say I want to make a co-star. And so this first step is just you actually naming the shortcut, and that part doesn't matter. But once you name the shortcut, then you'll tap these three dots up towards the top of the new shortcut, click this button down here at the bottom and say add to home screen. And that is where you will choose a custom icon. Sorry for my images. Let's say I want to use this one, even though this doesn't really fit. Well, actually, let's use this one. So I found all of these vintage, I looked up retro Mac icons, and I saved a bunch of them by cropping them, and then I would literally paste them into Instagram so that I could reformat it and make it control the size, because when I screenshot it, obviously it looks like this, and I can't really control the depth or how much white space there is. So I don't know, I took it a step farther. Like I said, this took me an hour and a half to set up my whole screen. And then if that matched CoStar and I wanted a CoStar app, I could do that. A lot of my apps Instagram, TikTok, things that I don't really want immediate access to, I just didn't make icons for. I added them there in my app library, so it doesn't really matter if I have it. That's part of the iOS update. It'll just give you this app library, and it makes it really easy to literally delete. If you have a ton of apps, you can now actually not have them on your home screen, so it's much cuter. And then the last part are these widgets. So you see I have a widget up here with my calendar, a widget with this quote that I love, and then this widget over here just automatically shuffles my Pinterest photos, the folder of photos I've saved from Pinterest on my phone. So it gives me a nice aesthetic, changes every 15 minutes. So for that, you just download Widgetsmith, which is this app, and then what you can do is you add this one with the quote is called a small widget, and then my calendar app and this Pinterest one are medium widgets. I also have a picture of my mom and my sister that I wanted to add. So you just create a widget, and then you can style it however you want. Let's say I want this to be just the time giant, but I still want it to match the rest of my phone. I would put it in mono, maybe make the tint I don't know, blue, and then maybe I'd make the background color white or cream, depending on what the vibes are. And then I could add that widget in. So if I wanted to add that time widget, now that I have it all set up the way I want it to, I would just hold down on my home screen plus this plus button up here on the top. I could add recently played music and all that, but I don't want to. And then I would go all the way to the bottom and go to Widgetsmith, add a medium widget. Oh, that's going to mess up my screen, but I did it for you. And then I would tap that new widget I just added, and I would change it to medium, whatever it was called. Okay, so I'm just going to remove that because I don't want that, but that's how you do it. And that is how I changed my home screen. Again, it took me an hour and a half, and it is kind of annoying because now every time that I open a new app, it takes me to shortcuts first, but I think it's worth it because every time I open my phone, I'm filled with joy. And there is one more thing, is that when I did that and I noticed that it was doing that, another person on TikTok, who I wish I had saved these tutorials, but I didn't, said to go to accessibility and then to go to motion and reduce the motion and prefer crossfade transitions, and that makes those that interface bit where it goes to shortcuts first, because it's going to do that regardless. It's going to go to shortcuts first, but YOLO. Now my phone's cute. So hope this helped. Bye.